Alright guys, welcome back to the sewing part of this dress. Okay, so if you remember, this is our two front piece. Okay, if you remember, we trimmed out one side initially, then we left one side. This side we trimmed out is where our buttonhole is going to be. Okay, so let me take this aside. So I'm going to fold this. I'll fold it like this. Okay, so after sewing that, I'll bring up this part that I trimmed. Then if you remember this, we did on our cutting. If you remember this folding, I'm going to put it in like this. Since we already folded, the part that is extended out is going to be under, while the shorter part is going to be on top. Okay, so you're going to place it like this inside. So as you can see, we are done. So next, I'll just go ahead and top stitch this side again. So guys, can you see? I've top stitched it, and this is what we have. Okay, so we'll move directly to the next step. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do after doing all this, I'm going to join the shoulder of the dress. Now this is the back of the shirt. This is the back of the shirt. Okay, this is the back part of the fabric, and this is the front part of the fabric. So I'm going to open up the back part like this. So the front part of the fabric is going to be on your table. Okay, then I'm going to place my front part of my fabric. So I'll make sure I check for the wrong and the wrong side and the right side. So this is the wrong side. So wrong side facing wrong side. Wrong side of the front facing the wrong side of the back. Okay, I'll do the same thing for the other. Can you see? So after placing it like this very well, I'm going to place my facing on top. So I'll use the facing and sew this part with 1/2 inch, and then sew this part with 1/2 inch. Okay guys, so I'm done with the sewing. This is what we're having. I went ahead to do a top stitch at the shoulder area, then I went ahead to top stitch the facing at the back of the fabric. Okay, let me bring it closer. So this is the top stitch I did. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to fix our collar, right? I'm trying to make this video not to be lengthy, so I'll just go ahead and show us how to fix our collar. Okay, so let's start. You measure the neck round, the neck of your collar round. So what I have here is 18 inches for my collar, and here is my fabric folded into two. Okay guys, so I've gone ahead to iron, then I put my fabric on fold. After putting it on fold, I'll go ahead and mark 4 inches or 4 1/4. I'll mark 4 inches straight. Okay, so after doing that, I'll get the length, the wideness of my neck, which was 18 inches. So 18 inches divided by 2, that gives us 9 inches, right? So I'll mark that 9 inches. Then I'll make sure I'll add 1/4 inch for sewing allowance. Okay, if at all you want to add, let it not be more than 1/2 inch for your sewing allowance, but for me, I'll be using 1/4 inch for my sewing allowance here. So I marked 9.25. So at this point where I mark 9.25, I'm going to go up by 1/2 inch. So that 1/2 inch, I will draw a curve. Okay, then I'll still check my measurements. So after drawing that curve, what I have here now is 9.5. Okay, which is still okay. So from this 1/2 inch here, I'm going to mark 1¼ inch upward. That place where I mark 1.25, I'm going to mark 1 inch this way. Just follow me. So after marking 1 inch, I'll go ahead and draw a straight line to the end of my fabric here. Okay, so this is one method of cutting a collar. It's a very simple method. There are other methods, but for this tutorial, this is the method I'm using. Then you can give it a curve at this edge if you wish to. So that is all about it, guys. If you don't understand it, just replay this part again, then you understand it better. So I'll go ahead and cut. Can you see? So at this juncture, you can leave it straight like this, but I'm going to curve mine. Okay? Okay, so guys, this is our collar. So I'll go ahead now and put a hemming gum on it. You can use any hemming gum of your choice, depending on how firm you want the collar to be. Alright guys, I've gone ahead to put my gum stay. I use the soft gum stay for this tutorial. So the next thing, I'll fold my collar into two this way. After folding into two, I'll go ahead and sew each side this way. After sewing it, I'll make sure after sewing it I got exactly the neck I desire, which is 18 inches. So I'll be using ½ an inch to stitch. Okay, okay guys, so I'm done sewing. So this is how you sew, but make sure as you're sewing, do not sew to the end of the tip. Leave like ½ an inch allowance so you can be able to join it to your fabric. Okay, so I'll flip it over to the right side. So I'll flip it over to the right side, and I'm going to give it a good press. After giving it a good press, I will go ahead and fix it. Okay, I'll fix it to this end. After doing that, I'm going to, after fixing one side, I'm going to use the other side to cover it. Okay, so when I'm done, I'll come and show you what it looks like. Alright guys, so I'm done fixing the collar. This is what we're having. This was looking like. This is the outer part of the collar, and this is the inner. Okay, as you can see, it's very clean. I went ahead to do a top stitch around it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, which I'm going to be doing off camera, is to go ahead and fix the sleeve and then join the sides. I'll be using 1 inch to join the sides. I'll be fixing the sleeve by ½ an inch. Then I'll just go ahead to fold the edge of the shirt. So I'm doing this for want of space, okay, not to take too much. I don't want the video to be too large. Okay, so I'll do this off camera, then come and show you the finished look of our work. So please don't forget to subscribe, share, and also please leave a comment. It's very, very important, please. Okay, so this is the final look of our shirts. If this tutorial has been helpful, don't forget to follow this channel. We drop tutorials every week that will help you change your sewing games. So guys, do have a pleasant day and see you in my next video. Bye.